YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Jason from The Lotta. I'm going to break down every single NBA playoff game for today, May 7th, the Cavaliers against the Pistons and the Los Angeles Lakers and the Thunder. Let's get straight into the intro, baby. Let's go.
Let's smoke the books.
The talk.
What's up, guys? Behind me is my proprietary NBA dashboard for these games today. I'm going to break down every single game, and if you don't believe our success, just take a look at how we've been doing. The results yesterday, we went 2-1, big plus money on the MLB, been absolutely crushing that, and we went 1-0 once again in the NBA. And even to show you, look at one of my clients hit this nice ticket right here. He didn't take the Athletics first five plus 150, but if he would have, this would have been even crazier. But guys, let's go straight into this game, man. The Cavaliers against the Pistons, game 2. We're gonna do what my AI breakdown is, and we'll go over some of the games. So we'll go through about 5 to 8 minutes per game, and then after that, hopefully you're armed with good information so you can make a play for these games today. But all right, again, 3.5 over under around 215.5. The best thing I like to do always in these playoff games is the analysis will be similar to the last one, but we have to take into context with what happened last time around. So last time around, Pistons, obviously, they absolutely, in my opinion, dusted its Cavaliers team. It got a little close at some point. Cavaliers came back, but at the very end, the end score is what matters the most. The Cavaliers ended up winning this game. The Pistons ended up winning this game by 10 points. So let's take a look at the individual performances, though. Donovan Mitchell did very, very well. 23 points, just like Cunningham. Cunningham had 7 assists, and Jalen Duren was really getting the rebounds, limiting the chances for the Cleveland Cavaliers to get second chance buckets. But overall, look, the whole game was basically all Pistons. There was one point where the Cavaliers did have a chance, but, they just were not consistent enough, in my opinion. So take a look at the box scores, though. Let's see who really, we have to pay attention to Donovan Mitchell. He had 23 points. He started off, I think, with 14 points, but kind of faltered at the end. And we took him last time under assists. He had 2 assists. I think they moved his line down to 3.5 now. I don't know if I like it that much, but let's take a look at Detroit, who really outperformed. Tobias Harris did extremely well. Other than that, almost everyone had a really good game. Duncan Robinson, 5 for 8 from the three-point line. If you're shooting like that, I think Javonte Green had a 3. Daniel Jenkins had amazing defense. So again, this game was obviously very, very tough for the Cavaliers. The Pistons kind of just shot incredibly. And we look at even the field goal percentages. The Cavaliers technically didn't shoot that far off. But however, I'll say this, Detroit got 35 attempts at the free throw line, 27 for 35. They only got 16 attempts. So right there, that's your gap. That's almost a 20 free throw attempts more for the Detroit Pistons versus the Cavaliers. So if that happens again, it's tough for any team to win that type of environment because the Cavaliers actually shot fairly well. Rebounding wasn't that far off. But again, Pistons were getting more calls. Maybe that's the reason why they won in such impressive. However, I don't know. We cannot count on that for the next one. So I do agree, this spread should be around 3.5. I'll show you my projection later on. But again, doesn't look like anyone's particularly injured in this game. Again, and the Pistons still, in my opinion, right now, based off the net ratings, are probably the best team in the East. I'm a Knicks fan. I really hope the Knicks can go all the way. But I am nervous that for sure that the Pistons could face them. It's going to be a very, very tough game. Other than that, in some aspects, this team is kind of similar. I think their defense is not the same with Harden. I think Harden is a really good defensive player. And they kind of got him mid-season, so the chemistry, it's been good. They started off super hot, but now they're facing probably the toughest defense they face all year. And the one thing that the Detroit Pistons are good at is defending the 3 ball. But they're not good at covering the rim. But again, they're very physical. I think the Pistons, their physicality is playing through. They had a tough matchup against the Magic, but this time around, I don't think it's really that strong overall. Look at some of these trends, right? Pistons really good to the first quarter so far. First half, Pistons once again. Cavaliers just 0-3. That's including their last series against the Toronto Raptors. First quarter total begin going over their last, call it 10 games. And then under in the first half, I don't know how that works, but these are just the trends. Don't shoot the messenger, as they say. Again, in terms of the matchups, certain positions that you might want to focus in on. It looks like the power forward for both sides has been the weaker side, but I don't think Evan Mobley did particularly well, though. So we take a look at the box scores. I don't think Evan Mobley had 14 points. I think his line was like 15 and a half for his points. Got 9 rebounds, 5 assists, though, so RA might be not too bad, I guess. But overall, I mean, if I was to target a particular position, it would be the power forward on either team. If we take a look even further back, 15 games, so that includes even more games from their last playoff series. Again, power forward has been the weakest point. The weakest point for both. Tobias Harris do very well for the Pistons side against the Cavs. But overall, I mean, my model, it likes the over, but it also still likes the Pistons minus 3.5. And these are some of the props that maybe you can target. It likes James Harden unders. Mitchell again under 3.5. But I kind of lean with Detroit. I think Detroit's going to win this game. I like the spread. My favorite pick is going to be above in the VIP section. But I do think Detroit is just going to be too much for this team. Yeah, I mean, do I have faith? Do I think that they're going to score, get 20 more free throw attempts? I think this game is going to be close. I think it's going to be more competitive. I don't know if we can only get a 3.5. See, 3.5 minus 108. That means we could probably get a minus 2.5 at a little bit higher juice. Let's see. Minus 122 at minus 2.5. I don't dislike that. I think the Detroit Pistons, can win this game by 5 or more points once again. I don't know if they're going to win by 10 points. I think this game will be closer. It will be more competitive. I don't think the Pistons will get on the free throw line as often. But I digress, man. I think this will be a very interesting game. I think the Cavaliers, they have some offense. I mean, Donovan Mitchell is going to need to be even better than he was before. He needs to be more consistent. But again, I just think the Pistons are just way too talented. I think they have way too many weapons. They're way too physical. And I personally think that they have the best player on the floor in Cade Cunningham. I think he's going to be one of the best players when it's all point guard. I think, he's still very young. I think it's his 4th year in the league or 3rd year in the league. He has a lot of time to really grow into his, into the player that he is projected to become. This whole team is centered around, and I think he's going to be one of the better players. Give me the Pistons once again, minus 3.5. I don't know if I like this over-under, to be honest. Playoffs are very hard to do totals. I avoid trying to do totals, but my model likes. I think it's going to like it because it's going to get a lot of historicals, and these are low totals for these teams, but it's a playoff environment. I think, you have to be careful. But I do like the Pistons, and, if somehow Donovan Mitchell's assist line went back to 4.5, I would probably go under on it again. I don't know, 3.5 is getting kind of close. So, yeah, give me the Pistons. I think they win once again here. Let's see. But all right, guys, let's talk about the next game on the board. We got the Lakers against the Thunder. But before I do speak about that game, if you could, guys, please go hit that subscribe button because only 52% of you guys that watch these videos are subscribed. It really helps me continue to do this type of work. But if you do want all my VIP picks, the same picks that we've been using to have our clients win, just like this ticket right here, make sure you go to my VIP site where you can get all our plays. We have a special discount code down in the pinned comment and description below. For anyone here, just use code TLT to get 50% off any pass, man. All right? But let's keep it going. Let's talk about the next game on the board. The Lakers against the Thunder. Big spread once again, 15.5 points. Total 209.5. Look, man, I mean, there's not too much I got to say, right? Really, it's going to be, can the Thunder continue to cover these big spreads? And I think they could, man. But let's just take a look at the odds. It's still 15.5. Yeah, it's 15.5 prevailing. In terms of where the money's at, I'll pull this up for you guys. Looks like a lot of people. Oh, whoa! I can't even scroll down. Let's see. Can I scroll down now? Nope. Let's see. I can't scroll down still. Let's see. I want to kind of show you guys. Look, a lot of the money is on the Thunder right now. A lot of people are betting on the Thunder, but a lot more of the bets are on the Lakers. So that'll be like a quote unquote public sharp or just bigger money versus the bets. When there are more bets than money on one side, people call that public versus sharp. It just means that they're bigger on the Thunder side, but a lot of people are just taking the Lakers in the points. That makes total sense. Most people are not comfortable laying 15.5 points with any team. In terms of this, right, a lot of people are still making plays on the Cleveland Cavaliers at plus 3.5, but the bigger money looks to be on the Pistons based off this site. Obviously, you need to use a lot more sites than just this to confirm money splits. It's not as straightforward as you think. But anyway, Let's take a look at this game. Let's take a look at the last timeout they played, right? Last time they played, it was a blowout, 108-90. The game was, I mean, never really competitive. If you look at every single quarter, it was always like this. I mean, up by 5, up by 3. I mean, maybe you could be like, oh, they can still cover 15.5. Well, then they just put, they continue beating on this team. OKC is just good everywhere, man, whether it's offense and defense. We look at the game leaders of the last game. Look, LeBron, bro, I mean, this is fucking impressive, man. 41 years old, 27 points. I mean, that's impressive. That's extremely good. Chet Holmgren led the team almost everywhere. I say he was the best player in that game, but the win probability was never really in the Lakers' hands, man. So, again, we look at the team stats. The Thunder, I mean, it was just better everywhere, right? Like, field goal, 3 points, free throws. Who got more free throws? It was even, right? For everyone that says OKC Shy is a free throw merchant, yeah, for sure, maybe. But, I mean, they didn't get more free throws than the Lakers, so you could totally X that out. Turnovers, I mean, the Thunder were just more efficient and just better everywhere. So that's the reason why they won. And I don't think that, the Lakers have enough to probably keep up with them. I mean, the net rating, I mean, they don't have Luka, one of their biggest offensive players. I mean, just everywhere, it's going to be tough for the Lakers. Literally need to play a perfect game in order for them to win. The question now is, can they cover 15.5 points? Well, let's take a look at a few things, right? Lakers first quarter spread, 4-1. I think they covered their last game. I think the last game that they played, the first quarter spread was actually plus 5.5. So let's take a look at the first quarter right here, what the spread is again. See, the spread is 5.5 at minus 125. I mean, you could do the comparison, honestly, get the hook at the same odds on DK versus Caesars. I would say that, but that's a trend right now. First quarter spread for the Lakers. Do they come out trying to see if they can get some early momentum? I think they're going to try hard. Same thing with the first half spread. I don't know if they covered that. Let's see. They lost by 5. The spread was 8. They might have covered that. Let's see. Let's take a look at the first half spread for the Lakers. First half spread, did they cover 8? Plus 8.5, plus 100. So you could get plus 9.5 at minus 106. So if you want to take the based off the trends and how they've been playing, not just this last playoff game, but even in their last matchup, they've been doing very well at the spread. First quarter total, the over, and the over in the first half. I know those for sure as well. So in terms of the defensive by ranking, look, for the Lakers, going to be the Lakers gonna be tough everywhere. It looks like the Lakers defense is actually pretty good. I mean, a lot of it's because they shut down the there's a point for the Lakers. I mean, for the Oklahoma City defense, it might come from the power forward points. I guess some of that's from but it's gonna be tough everywhere, bro. I mean, but overall, my model still likes the over for this game. It also likes the Lakers plus 15.5. I don't know, man. This is a tough game. I think the Lakers might be. I think if I was to make a play, I'll do these. First quarter, first half. I think the Lakers early, if they cannot not keep it somewhat close, I don't think they can cover. I think the Thunder beat them down again. But second time around, it's very hard to cover these big numbers. This is the reason why I also like some unders, right? Over 16 points for Chet Holmgren. I mean, he really absolutely smoked these guys. And we look at the matchup, depending on who starts, I think, let's see, I think he's the starting center today. Oh, no, he's the starting power forward. Okay. So we look at that. Let's see. The Lakers have actually had a pretty tough defense against them. All right, well, the thing is, Chet has actually done extremely well against this team. And we look at, let's see, some of their history. Let's see how they do. Let's see. 16.5 the head-to-head. Only in the last game he's gone over that. So was that a stroke of luck, or can he continue doing that again? LeBron covered him. We'll see. I mean, Chet is very good. I'm pretty sure they're going to make adjustments. I think my model thinks is a lot of points. And, hey, look, I'm not going to disagree. I think this game could be close. But where do we have this projection at? Let's see. Wow, 111, 115 for the Thunder. So they think this game's going to be very close, going to go over. And I don't disagree. I think the Lakers can cover this spread. I think they have, the capability to do so. I don't think they're going to win. I think this number is, my projection is way too close. I think the number is also way too high. The defense is going to be pretty tough, I think. But I think at least if you want to make a play on the game, I'd say Lakers early, first half, first quarter. I don't mind that. The Lakers have been performing very well early. I just think that the tough thing about the Thunder is that they're very, very tough to be consistent against. But anyway, you've been here this long. I really do appreciate you guys. If you guys do want all our plays, make sure you go to the pinned comment down below. Leave a comment, show some love. And guys, until the next one, I see ya mañana. Adios.